What's up, guys? Once again, it's the Boss and the Sauce Show, Conference USA College Football Preview right now. Oh, yeah. Let's jump right into this one. First up, we got the Charlotte 49ers. Now, this team has first-year coach Will Healy. He inherits a complicated offense on this one. They have 5 returners and a transfer quarterback, but they'll be led by their senior top running back, Benny Lee. Now, the offense will be switching from the pro set over to a spread option set, which should be a little different. New coach, new offense implemented. If the guys pick it up real quick and it was a thing for us, they can have a lot of success. But if the team and the coach styles don't mix right away, it could take some time to put this together. So let's take a look at the defense. Now, last year's defense was a high hopeful defense. They said it was one of their best defense ever. And despite the 5-7 record that they had last year, the defense still only allowed 26.6 points a game, which is decent for a defense with a bad offense in front of them. This year, they should be able to trim that down a little bit, being that the offense should be on the field a little longer than they were last year. Now, they also returned 7 on this defense, and with the potent offense, I believe in this team right here. Now, 5-7 last year, and looking at their schedule from this year, I'm not sure what to give them. So I would definitely say the new coach would come in there and definitely win 1 or 2 games more. So I would say 7 max, maybe 6 wins, but we could have another 5-win team here, depending on if the offense and the coach, well, and the defense too, all blend in together to get things done. Let's take a look at that from my man BigRagoo's point of view.
Yeah, Charlotte last year, like you said, 5-7, new first-year coach. He's from Austin P, which he had a losing record over there also, but it's kind of like you said, I think they might move forward a little bit coming out for the talented core that they have. The defensively they weren't too bad last year. They did play. They played 2 Power 5 teams last year, and they got walloped 125-21, outscored there. So when they stepped up to play the bigger teams, it showed up there. This year they go and they got to go to Clemson early in the season and play Clemson. So that's probably going to be a real ugly game for them. And then they come back home and they face Florida Atlantic. So, I mean, there are some bright spots. Like you said, the running back, Benny Lee, he was the second in the conference overall, and they got a pretty good offensive line returning. And defensively, they get a graduate transfer from Tennessee. His name is Manguel Osborne, and he's a top 3-tier defenseman. So that should strengthen them on defense a little bit. And I got them looking at probably around 4 to 5 wins in this conference. Because this conference here, there's a lot of parity in the conference. You have a lot of top teams, and you have some mediocre teams, and then you have some teams that are really bad. Charlotte's a lot better than they look on paper, but they're probably going to be like a bottom 3rd tier team in my book. So I'm probably looking at probably like 4 or 5 wins. They got them predicted 3-9, but I'm thinking maybe 5, maybe 6 if they get really lucky and steal one of those out of conference games early. What you think?
Absolutely, BigRagoo. I guess we're around the same page right there. Let's go to some quotes out the Lindy magazine, and this is from Coach Will Healy himself. He said, "I'm very proud of the way our players have handled the new staff and all the transitions that we've thrown at them." So that's kind of a common comment for a coach to say, coming in, kind of changing things up. So it's kind of modest right there. Nothing I've seen after looking under the rocks and all that kind of stuff with this team, nothing sticks out as something that I might want to hop on this team, other than all the chaos they got going on offense. But it would be one thing if it was, a new quarterback, returning running back, and a decent offense, and they were running the same system. Changing the system as well adds more volatility to the whole situation. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm kind of off the Charlotte 49ers. I'll take a look at them though. Might be some spots there where they be underrated, or might be some totals that trends that you can follow with this team, but not much here for me with the
Yeah.
Charlotte 49ers. How about you?
Yeah, not a whole lot, offensively speaking. Defense, like they're going to get a pretty good look on defense, but the thing you always have to worry about with these defenses that are pretty, outplay their offense is a lot of 3-and-outs, and that kind of wears on these guys out. We'll see a few more teams set up just like this one in the conference. I'm going to stick with, like you say, my 4 or 5 wins, and that's going to be maxed out for me.
There it is right there. You heard it first right here on the Boss and the Sauce Show. Charlotte, let's book that and get to the next one.